EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the South American country of Argentina and its capital city, Buenos Aires.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
Now, the meeting we had with him this week, that's one of the briefer ones we've ever had, isn't it?
He wasn't too happy after last week.
Not.
Throwing to start the drive. Holt.
That's caught by Tucker.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 7 catches, 57 yards, and a touchdown as well.
And that was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit. And this is a guy the defenses have better focus on.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Back to throw. Holt.
He'll get this complete to Worthy.
And he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Looking to throw. Holt.
That one taken in by T. Higgins.
And he's taken down inside the 30. On first down, he'll drop to throw.
And that one complete once again to Higgins.
And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown.
T. Higgins.
His 2nd touchdown on the season. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive.
Well, they spoke about the importance of getting off to a good start, and they're on their first drive, Charles, into the end zone for the touchdown.
And what an advantage for them. They're already clicking one drive in, didn't need to wait to get up to full speed. We had heard about the extra time they put in with each other, trying to learn each other's skills, what they like, the whole deal, and it paid off early in this one. I would expect them to keep firing on the next drive and keep that connection going.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And trotting out there, their tall quarterback standing at 6'5".
And it's funny how we always talk about how analytics are starting to creep into the game. One analytic that's been there for a long time, teams that start 0-3 usually don't make the playoffs. So we know one quarterback today that's determined to end that slide right now. It's not impossible, but this is a must-win for him and his team.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
On the ground, it's the rookie running back out of Miami.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Back to throw. Hoffman.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
But just a lot going on there in the middle of the field, and this one winds up a turnover.
Yeah, the runner crossing route here, and the idea of it is to get defenders confused about who to go with. But if you throw it too early, sometimes it's your quarterback that gets confused, and here he throws it into coverage and gets it intercepted.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive.
Well, just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
At the 32-yard line.
Looking to throw. Holt.
That's caught by Tucker.
The broken tackle couldn't create a ton of space. He'll be taken down just beyond the 35-yard line.
3rd down and 6.
Back to throw. Holt. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That's probably bringing back nightmares of last week, isn't it?
No doubt about it. Right now I'm looking over at the coaching staff, and I'm seeing the wheels turning in their heads. And you know what is happening? They're remembering how they started the season in camp, even in the offseason where they emphasized ball security, and they're wondering why the message isn't sinking in.
Yeah, 5 turnovers last week, now 1 here in the opening quarter. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Looking to throw. Hoffman, he's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
That's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. And that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
The Buenos Aires offense back out now.
They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Oh, he's got some breathing room.
Across midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line.
A big play there. 58 yards. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Off play action. Holt. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
And now after that sack, we'll pause here a moment because someone was shaken up on that play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
2nd and long.
He's got this to Pickens.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
They run it with Hall off the option.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
Brought down on the play by Trenton Simpson. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Option play. Here's Hall.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. And he's been loose with the football early. Interceptions on the first couple of drives. As they start again here, we'll see if he can do better. 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Hoffman, screen play to McAllister. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They'll run up the middle with McAllister. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Now a 3rd and 6.
Back to throw. Hoffman, complete to Whalen. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a pickup of 6. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Off the bootleg. Hoffman. Throw left side complete. That's Hawkins. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
From the gun on 3rd down. Hoffman
work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Buenos Aires about set for another try on offense. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception.
Throwing to start the drive.
Holt, that's taken in by Higgins.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be second down.
At the 44-yard line.
10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession as they've got it 2nd and 7.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
That's into the hands of Worthy.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Running left, it's Hall. And he's got it down to the 28.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Pickens on the slant.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
3rd down and 1. They'll run with Hall.
And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Back to throw now on first down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
He's going to use his legs here.
4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it.
He's got a man, complete. And it's caught. Touchdown.
And Xavier Worthy.
25 yards for the touchdown. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0. So that drive goes 8 plays. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. It's brought in by Harris.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Looking to throw. Hoffman.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. They bring their punter out there now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He had a couple of touchdown passes in that game last week, and he's matched that with 2 in the first half here as his guys start 1st and 10. Pickens going in motion left. There's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give to Hall up the middle. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun. Holt got a man over the middle. Worthy. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. Had a first down on that last catch as well.
That's good. For a Buenos Aires first down.
Back to throw. Holt. He finds Pickens over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Paul on a give up the middle. Dances by him. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll go again with Hall. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Holt. Past the 20. And touchdown. George Pickens. 46 yards. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And the lead is now 24. That drive goes 80 yards in 6 plays. And it was finished off by a George Pickens touchdown grab. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Hoffman. And he can't escape, and down he goes. And while all of that was going on with a sack, it appears, unfortunately, we have an injured player. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And he's going to go down again. That is Joshua Hines-Allen working his way in for the sack.
That was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. Fielded at the 33. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and they will take over 1st and 10. The home team's offense and their wideout getting set to go once more. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in this first half, it has resulted in a big play, as borne out by the numbers. Throwing to start the drive. Holt. Open man is Tucker. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. From the 46, here's 2nd and 4.
At the 46-yard line.
Looking to throw. Holt. Able to find Higgins. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. They'll give to Hall. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6.
Operating from the gun. Home over the middle, complete. That's Tucker. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll leave them with 3rd and a full yard to go.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. They'll look to throw now on first down. Escapes the sack, eluding the pressure right. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
This guy's proven himself to be one of the best in the NFL. He brings an added dimension to their offense with his ability to read defenses and know when he's able to pull it down and take off and go.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. And he gets halfway there down to the 1 yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
One more time with Hall.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
They'll look to run with Hall.
What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
So more of the same here, CD. Not a touchdown, but 3 more points added on to their lead.
Yeah, it's been a total domination here in this first half. Offensively, defensively, even the special teams have chipped in as he connects on the field goal. It may be a little bit premature, but I think the only thing they're worried about dominating now, the post-game meal.
A final shot before break. Hargrove.
That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we close out the first quarter of this season. We'll begin our trip around the NFL with an interesting one right off the bat, and it's the visitors who are out in front in the second quarter. Dave.
Well, look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the 3rd quarter.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And this group has suffered far too many self-inflicted wounds thus far as we run through some of the mistakes. It's darn near impossible to win in this league when you're turning the ball over at the frequency that they have.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained. maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Here's 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Hargrove. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Just more frustration here offensively, and you can see it in their play and now in their body language. You know they were hoping to put a drive together to begin this 3rd quarter, but it's just not clicking right now. It's going to be a quick call to the punt team.
Pulled in at the 24. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Hall again. And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
From the gun on 3rd down. Holt. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. The partner is still in the 3rd quarter, but they've got this one well in hand and still airing it out with gusto and picking up some nice gains.
And even in lopsided games like this, you don't really see starters get lifted or the foot come off the gas before the 4th quarter. No one wants to leave any doubt when they're playing well. They just want to continue the process.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They'll toss it out right here to Hall. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
When coaches stress their defense being physical, they don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. That one goes for 8 yards. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Looking to throw. Holt completes this one to Pickens. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Operating from the gun. Holt. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you.
And he will take it in for the touchdown. George Pickens with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. The partner, he has carried them in this ball game throwing the football. All 4 touchdowns through the air, and that's really helped them get this nice lead.
And I know it's a team game, but right now, he is truly the focal point. Every touchdown his team has so far has been the result of his arm. How about him throwing it downfield, creating big plays? I don't know how you slow him down unless you can make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
The disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook. The bottom line is don't quit competing.
Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27.
Back to throw. Hargrove. And he's got his target, Harris. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Up the middle they go with McAllister. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. Hargrove. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Setting up a screen for Stevenson.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The third down conversion is successful. Give them 12 yards that time. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this third quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick six is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
Extra point forthcoming. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Here's 2nd and 8. He gets it to Whalen, complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. A handoff to McAllister.
And taken down just shy of the 40. We're just looking at the scoreboard and where we're at in the third quarter. I don't know that it's going to matter much at this point, CD, but these small runs on the ground, they're not going to get it done.
No, they're not. And right now, the guys stopping the run have been superior in this ball game, giving them no openings, no seams, and now they've got this game well in hand.
This now a 3rd and 4.
Operating from the gun, Hargrove.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Hargrove. Now they go screen. It's complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Here's a 2nd and 7. A quick throw there is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
He didn't like what he saw downfield, decided his best course of action was to take off and run. And that ended up being a gamble that did not pay off for him. Now they would have to gamble again if they want to keep this series going.
Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
And this is going to be roughing the kicker, an inexcusable penalty, Charles.
You've worked so hard to hold him to a 3-point kick. Now you're giving him the ball again with a chance for a touchdown.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Hargrove. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Back to throw. Hargrove. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. They'll start on the ground. Hall. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Here's Tucker, complete on the right side. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. What a difference a week makes. 5 interceptions in their last game. Here we are, 4th quarter. He's played mistake-free football.
And I'm sure that we can look back on the past week and say, okay, he spent time in the film room and they worked on his mechanics. Sometimes it's just your team believing in you, your coaching staff believing in you, and you relax and play to your potential. And he's doing that in this game.
2nd and 6 at the 27-yard line.
Hall again on 2nd down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the fourth quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
Hall again on second down.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. Looking to throw. Holt.
He's got his man. He finds Worthy.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot. Handoff, running left. Here's Hall. Down to the 41.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
This offense so far on third down, they've been tough to stop. 8 for 10 so far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Here's Hall again.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets, and it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Complete to Whalen. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling him almost on the...
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Buenos Aires, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.